Astronauts to the moon.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jeranism, back with another video for you. This one should be short and to the point. I was making a longer video with this footage, but I thought it needed its own video, and so here it is. I hope everyone watches and we can all watch together and see the clear evidence of them clearly faking the view from space. How do I know? Well, because they're using what are called layers. We've seen this before with the Soyuz flying through space, and we could see the stars behind it. Only this time they're doing it with the big globe, the so-called Earth. This time it's see-through. Yes, it'll be see-through. You'll be able to see stars behind it, and you'll actually see them adjust the layer. So I'm not sure about you, but I've never watched a basketball game where the players all of a sudden had no court to play on. That all we got to see on the TV screen was the layer of players. Now, that's easy to realize why, because they're actually there playing basketball on the court. So it's honestly the equivalent of, let's say we all get to see a basketball game on TV, and the guys playing tell us that they were there and that they were in such and such arena. And if we look through a telescope, we can see that that arena exists. And sometimes on the video feed of the basketball players in the arena playing basketball, occasionally you'll see just the layer of players, and the layer of the court is missing, or it's see-through, and there's no fans there. Nobody can say, oh yeah, that was going on because I was at the game, and exactly what I saw there is what you saw on TV. Nope, we're just told that if we don't believe or question what we're watching from NASA, that we're idiots. I'm stupid because I question the nonsense that they give us. So let's all watch together. And then after, pay attention to the comments. Let's see what the people who believe in this have to say about it, and what kind of excuses, because they'll make up a million, what kind of excuses they give to cover for NASA so that they can continue stealing our money and faking space. Now, if I were you, the first thing I would do is rewind this video back to the 1 minute mark and set the speed on YouTube to double speed. And to do that, you just click the little cog in the lower right hand corner and then click the speed, and there'll be a little drop down menu. Scroll down till you get to 2 times and just watch from 1 minute to 2 minutes the first little view that they showed you, and you'll see what I'm talking about. For now, we'll just watch what's going on here. And like I said, in a few minutes we're going to see something pretty disgusting, and that's them using layers. Now, does that look real to anyone? I mean, why can we sometimes see the blue atmosphere? Sometimes it's not there at all. I guess that's the filters and how the filters work. I don't know. Maybe it's a different kind of lens. Hey, I'm not saying I understand all this. I just know that's not reality. This view here. You really think that you're down there and that's where you live? Is that what you believe? And we just can't see stars in this particular view because it's too underexposed, or it's too overexposed, or whatever excuse they feel like giving today. Look at every one of these pictures. They all have the little window in the picture. It's always a round window, just like an airplane. And here you'll see it's a little bit shaky, which I guess is understandable. You know, when things fall here on Earth, they just fall straight down. You know, they don't really waver left or right. They just fall straight. But I guess I can understand why that doesn't happen in space with all the wind and everything. So that makes sense, I guess. Oh, sorry about this. I got to take this. Hello? Who are you looking for? Oh, this is gullible. Okay. All right, whatever you say. Okay, sounds good to me. Thanks. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. Had to take that. It was just my neighbor. He's a scientific intellectual, and I've been seeing him steal my newspaper, but he told me it wasn't him. So I believe him. I mean, must be somebody who dresses up like him. No such thing as lies in science. So before we go too much further, I do want to apologize to all the intellectuals out there and the science buffs that believe this wholeheartedly. I'm sorry that I'm questioning something as completely incontrovertible and concrete and known as the spherical Earth. I do understand that it makes people look like they're archaic or that they're ancient desert wanderers to question this. However, I'm questioning it because clearly what we see on the screen does not look like reality. So, if you do me a kind favor and rather than sticking up for them, why don't you go to them and say, hey, some people are questioning whether or not this is real. Can you please give us some better examples? Maybe fly a probe to the moon and show us the 6 landing spots rather than just accuse people of being stupid for not believing in it? You know, in a court of law, we have to show evidence. And just to show videos like this is not evidence that anybody's in space. It just isn't. And the other thing is, we've all seen evidence of them launching rockets, right? There's video footage of them launching rockets from Cape Canaveral, and we see them going up into the sky, and then that's all we see. Now, we also have video footage of the rocket as it leaves the ground, and the rocket is always showing the ground as it goes up, and we can see it going away from the Earth. But we already knew that because we saw the video footage from Earth showing the rocket leaving. So where's the questionable part? The questionable part is, does that rocket go to space? So tell me, or show me, video footage of a camera simply turned the other way. Turn the camera towards space. Show us as the rocket leaves Earth's atmosphere and enters space. Show it to me. In every single video, we see these windows curved at the edges. There's another one. In every single video, it looks shaky and rocky, like there's turbulence, like, I don't know, in an airplane. Should there be turbulence in space? Come on, those who follow orbital mechanics, is there turbulence in space? It's supposedly falling, correct? That's what causes it to go 17,000 miles per hour, is it's falling with no resistance, with no wind. Look at the shakiness here. Whoa, watch out. Where's the stars? Oh, we got to wait until tomorrow after they've completely redone the videotape and added in all those lights and the stars. I guess you'll make an excuse for that. Like, of course they have to do that. Of course we couldn't see it live. It's only 2015. I mean, what are the chances they have that kind of technology? It's just ridiculous, if you ask me, that we are called idiots if we question this. Look at this view. A show of hands, how many people have flown in a plane? Okay, most of you. Now, this view here is from supposedly 250 miles high. But when we're in a plane, we're 6 miles high. So does that look like it is 44 times as high as you fly in an airplane? Doesn't to me. It looks maybe twice as high. So I'm sorry that I feel like the ISS is really a 70,000 feet high flying drone taking pictures of the Earth. Ooh, you're archaic. You're ancient. Sorry, I'm just telling you what it looks like. And anyone who's ever been in a plane would have to agree, unless you have some sort of love affair with the ball. Then you just defend it and fight for it and let NASA steal money and pretend they're going to Mars. Here's what I don't understand about those of you who believe in this. That means that you believe in science and believe that there's no way that they would lie to us, right? Okay, well, I'm questioning this, which is scientific. You are defending it, which is dogmatic. I'm questioning the globe, which is part of the scientific method. You are protecting the results that have already been decided, which is religious. You hate religion. You can't stand it. Okay, well then understand where I'm coming from, that I'm doubting the immaculate birth. I'm doubting these things, and I'm asking for proof like you do every day. So instead of showing me proof, you're just telling me I'm supposed to have faith. And then I call you a religion, and I'm told that I'm out of my mind, that I'm crazy, I'm a lunatic. And now that I even think about it, you're a worse religion. At least the religions say you have to have faith. We can't show you God, so you have to trust in us that he exists. You're not even saying that. You're about science, which means testing and proof and repeatable experiments. And rather than show me any tests or repeatable experiments, this is all you got. This and mathematics. I can show you on paper, Jaron, where this is all true. And I can show you, because NASA shows us video footage that makes no sense and doesn't look real in the least bit. So you better believe it, because that's all the evidence we can give you. I mean, look at this view here. Go look at some videos that are eclipses from planes, and this is the same exact view you get. Now this view, come on. What's going on here? So, I mean, let's take a look at this picture of the moon here, which I think is incredibly fake. But if you believe it, please tell me how that's all the moon we can see, meaning that's all the sunlight that's getting to it. If right behind it, on the right side of your screen, the sun is clearly hitting the Earth. So if the sun is hitting that side of the Earth, how is it not hitting that side of the moon? Please explain it to me. Make up one of your excuses. Tell me how wrong I am and how much of an idiot I am and how much I need to go back to school, and why don't I submit a paper to the peer review group and tell them that I discovered that the Earth isn't a globe and how I'll be rich forever and blah, 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 blah. I've heard it all before. I'm not worried about it. I guess there's somebody who even dresses in a trash can who talks about how stupid I am recently from a guy in a trash can. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I've said it 100 times. Don't trust me. But look at that right there. Can you not see the bubble window? Am I the only one? Does that look real to you? We don't live there. Okay? And I tell you again, don't believe me. Don't trust me. But what's the problem with questioning things? Questioning things is scientific. So I'm asking for better proof. I'm saying this looks fake. And a bunch of other people are getting behind me and saying, you know what? It does look fake. And then you've got a bunch of people saying we're idiots for even questioning it. Look at that view. Do you not see the window right there on the right? Do you not see that this looks incredibly fake? I mean, look at those clouds. They do not move. They don't adjust. They don't morph. Nothing. They sit there like it's an image or like it's some sort of layer, which you're about to see in about 30 seconds. Look at that. Where do people live there? Underneath the ice? Is that ice? Is that just clouds that don't move? Come on, NASA fanboys, help me out. The other thing is, please remember that if something is true, it just feels right. It doesn't need explanations and mathematical proofs. But if something is going to be faked, then they have to tell you that anyone who says different is an idiot. They have to tell you to laugh at anyone who questions the truth.
What you are about to see is bizarre.
Okay, now look carefully at the screen, and you will see the stars behind the Earth can be seen through the layer of Earth. And clearly, this is a hoax. It's a fraud. It's a joke. Again, look at this view. Explain to me, through orbital mechanics or mathematics, how the stars are seen through the Earth. Or are you going to tell me it's reflecting? Is that what it is? It's reflecting off the black water, the stars in the sky. Look at this here. Yep. You're seeing what you think you're seeing. That's them adjusting the layer. Oh, yeah, better adjust that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play it again. Because I want to make sure you see it. And it starts to sink in. You mean NASA could be lying to us? Here we are again. This is in slow motion. So you can clearly see them adjusting the layer. And I don't know about you, but the last time I saw a basketball game where they were adjusting the layer of players was never. So, I'm not sure exactly what evidence you need, but why not question it? That's my question. Is look at this. That does not look real at all. One thing I will recommend doing is go find some ISS footage and play with the speed. Grab the little bar on the timeline there and move it back and forth, and you can start to see the deception that is going on here. I mean, look at this. That's the Earth. These are brave men out in space. Look at that thing he just left there. Oh, it's just hanging ever so perfectly in space. That's not wavering. Looks really real to me. Look at this view. What is that? You're not able to recognize a fisheye lens? Do you really think that you live on that ball? Just because they told you in school and put a globe in the classroom? Has to be true. They would never lie to us. This piece right here, take this video back to the start of this little scene here and rewind it and forward it with the little timeline bar and watch what they're doing with this little view here. That is a piece of plastic. That is a globe, like in a classroom. It's not reality. Look at the lines. Do you see the lines in the sand or water or dirt or whatever that's supposed to be? They're the same lines in the clouds. And they're the same lines that continue on down through the sand, and now you'll see them in the clouds again. Can you see those? Fast forward through this view, and you'll see the same thing. You'll see exactly what they're doing. And then look at the comments, and let's all watch everybody come to the rescue of NASA so that they can keep stealing money and faking space. Again, it's just my opinion. It's a hoax. It's a joke. It's not real. Ask Richard Branson when his Virgin Atlantic is going to space. Okay, ask Elon Musk when he's going to Mars. Okay, where are all these commercial space flights we're supposed to have? I don't know about you, but when I was in grade school, I was told we'd have flying cars. And that we'd have trips around the moon. That we'd go back to the moon. You're telling me we went 50 years ago and just haven't gone since? They would be charging $1 million for tours of orbiting the moon and getting sign-ups by the dozen. But they don't, because they can't go to the moon. They know that. They can't let you know that. Or else, you mean it might be created? You mean it's not just a natural accident? We're not just all inconsequential space parts? We're not all stardust like Neil deGrasse Tyson told me? We might have a purpose. We might have reason to be here. Oh, God. No, don't say it. You mean dinosaurs might not be real? They're not 67 million years old? I didn't evolve from a monkey? You mean we can't date rocks? We don't know the date of the rocks? No. You mean I might have repercussions for my actions here? Oh. You mean I can't just go around and smash on Christians all day and feel good about myself? Oh, goodness. But 4.54 billion? No? Grandpa Amoeba? Bill Nye? Bill Maher? But the pictures of Pluto? The 93 million miles away? Anyone? Scientific lies? That's what I'm saying. Space is fake. So look, I wish it were real too. I wish I could just accept it and move on, but I can't. I mean, it looks fake. does not match my reality. It's called science because it's supposed to be backed up by evidence. But instead, what we see is backed up by horrendous videos and images that simply look fake. And I'm sorry if I offend you, but frankly, I'm offended. I'm called stupid and a moron daily, and I'm just trying to show that their science looks to me to be purely religious. I'm also trying to show the other side, and to me, by questioning this horseshit, I don't feel dumb, I feel inquisitive. By questioning these videos, I don't feel stupid, I feel curious, because I want to know. That's science. I have an interest in the place I live, and what I'm told is, in my mind, some bullshit. So if you hate me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm so moronic. I'm sorry I have tainted the gene pool of the ball-believing intellectuals. I'm sorry I opened my mouth and parroted words of NASA don't flow out. And if you agree with me, and you enjoy my videos, well, please subscribe, keep watching. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, until I see some evidence that looks better than Paint Shop and Windows Movie Maker combined. If you want to keep searching and exposing this fraud, me too. And if you want to see me expose it some more, well, I have a Patreon. We wish we could do this full time, so check the link below. Support us if you can. And everyone, this has been That Idiot and Jeranism, reminding you to not lie to each other and be kind to one another. And most of all, remember to open your mind. There's truth inside. Till next time, peace.